Hi,
How's it going?
everybody.
Welcome to
Why?
Why? Because
Because
we
we
said
said
so.
so. Ooh, girl. We was on it. We were on it that time. Okay. I'm
It's so
sorry, I
funny
got
because
excited.
she hears everything differently than me, so it's
Right.
okay.
It's okay.
So, anyway, I got to turn on some light. It's light outside, but it's kind of dark in my room. But anyway, oh my goodness, this one today is quite interesting. I'm really like, I'm excited about this one. I'm excited about them all. Y'all know I like to talk and I like to talk on live, so I'm excited about them all. Anyway, okay, Sonia, you
Okay.
always introduce the topic, so I'm gonna let her.
Okay. So I'm going to read this to you. I'm also going to put it on the screen so you can see it, but I'm also going to read it to you. So here it goes. I have been cheating on her for the last 3 years. I, 34HL, which we just found out stands for high libido, have been cheating on my wife, 35, low libido, for the last 3 years. I am not going to tell you people to cheat, but just share my experience. Intimacy was good at the beginning of the marriage and decreased more every year. After the birth of our daughter, it became non existent. I do not remember how many discussions I had about it with her, but she dismissed my pleadings. Before I started cheating, we were having pity sex every 3 months, maybe. I started cheating during business trips, then it escalated to casual hookups. That's the only reason I can continue with the marriage. I used to be irritated all the time and it affected the family. Now I am a better dad. No unnecessary arguments. I stopped asking for intimacy. She was happy at first, but I see that she is very nervous around me now. She even started initiating it. I would have probably left if we did not have a child, but it came to this point, unfortunately. Ooh wee. Jamie girl, what you think about that?
Well, there's a few things I think about that. Oh gosh. Okay. So, we're women. We hear this stuff quite. I mean, I know I used to hear it all the time. How, girl, no, we don't have sex like that. And I'm like, really? I mean, like, if he's not having sex with you, who's he having sex with? Because with men, I think I'm not a man, but with men, I think it's almost like how women are with shopping. I'm not a big shopper. Well, now that we have online shopper, I'm out of control. But
Lord help us all.
Lord help us all. But I wasn't a big shopper. So people are like, girl, I was having a bad day at work. I went to the mall. Or I was going, oh girl, we were having such a good time. I went to the mall. That was our release. Well, it's the same with men, but theirs is sex in most cases. Not all. Please don't come at me with, well, everybody ain't the same. Absolutely not. We got that. Men, usually, if they're having a stressful day, they want sex. If they're having a good day, they want sex. Now, as you get older, of course, it kind of weans off a little bit because high libido, low libido. But
HLLL.
HLL. Look, but men, if that's their stress reliever and their thing when they get hyped up, and you're not giving it to them, and I hear it a lot with women that, well, I had a baby and I'm tired, girl. It don't take that long. Trust me, it don't take that long. I mean, it's not like he gonna take 2 hours out your day, not even an hour.
Dang,
So,
Jamie. This might
no,
be this
really,
might be a marathon man.
girl,
I'm
show
just
him to me.
saying.
Let me meet him. Let me meet him. I need to have a conversation with him. I need to know because I'm here to tell you it ain't that. So, I mean, I hate when women say, I mean, I'm just so tired. You tired of what? I mean, like, girl, let's be real. I mean, come on now. It ain't that long. So go get with your man, have some intimacy, have sex, and then go back to doing what you're doing. I mean, they act so when he, and I'm not condoning him cheating because that's messed up. I mean, you got to have a conversation. You got to communicate. If you feel like that you're at that door that, oh my God, I'm going to cheat, then you need to let them know, oh my God, this is getting serious here. I need sex. And if it's not important to you, then you got to give me that free pass, I guess. I don't know. I don't know from a man's perspective. But my thing is, if you're not going to have sex with the man, know that if the man's been begging you for sex, his own wife, that just sounds crazy to me. But if he's begging you for sex and you're not giving it to him and you think that's okay, that's a problem all in itself. So when he stops begging you, sis, you already know. You
And that's what
already
he
know.
said. That's what he said. He
Yeah.
said she noticed it. She
Yeah,
didn't
of course
notice
she
at first.
noticed it.
He said she was happy. He said she
Yeah.
was happy at first. I think something must have clicked because she didn't
Yeah,
even
you
like.
think?
She was like, "Oh, good, he has left me alone." And then something was in her mind that said, "Oh, wait, he has left me alone."
Thank
Oh,
you.
oh,
Uh-oh.
But you know what? Honestly, for me, I feel like he said that if they didn't have the child, that he would leave. And I really feel like at this point there's really not a real marriage anymore, even though, because it's like, what are they really doing? Because even though now he says, she initiates it, and I guess he still really have feelings? Does she really still have feelings? And what are they really doing at this point?
Well, I think at this point he doesn't trust her. He just knows that she's only doing it because she's worried he's cheating, which is what she's doing, right? Because she doesn't want to have sex. She's already said that. She doesn't want to do it. I mean, like, I'm tired. I'm this, that, and the other. Girl, back.
You
People
think
have
he
babies all
stopped?
day.
You think he
You think
stopped because she started? Because he
he
never
stopped
says.
what?
You think he stopped cheating because she's doing it now?
No, absolutely not. Why would he stop? I mean, like, he doesn't trust her, first off, and plus he's out there now. He's out, like he said, if it wasn't for my kid, I'd leave. I mean, he already know that. You know what? She doesn't excite him anymore. It's sad. We do this stuff. Look, you create this mess, and then now you want to try to retract all of that, and it's bad. It's bad that he started cheating. There's no retracting that. Now she's sitting there looking like, well, oh my God, I might lose my husband. Now she realized I don't want to lose my husband. So now I'm going to start having sex with him. Look, marriages go up and down. I was in a physical marriage for 35 years. I say physical because I still am married and it will be 41 years next month. But physically, we were here. Marriages go up and down. You don't have, I mean, and we had a lot of sex all the time. I mean, we both had high libidos or whatever you want to call
So
it.
y'all was
We was always going
HLs.
HLs all day long. I can promise you, all day long. But there are times when life gets in the way, and then it's like a week, and it's like, hello. And either one of us might be doing the knocking like, what's up? I know Rocky would look at me and go, girl, it's been a week or two and I'm like, well, life got in the way. So now you got to get back on track, but you got to have that conversation. You got to have that conversation. You cannot just sit back and let it go. He was asking her. She should have said, you know what? I'm having a rough time after the baby. I didn't experience those things. I mean, you figure 3 months after I had my baby, I was pregnant again. So I ain't had that problem. My kid's born. My kid's born in the same month a year later. So I ain't had that problem.
No,
So
I
I
never
just,
knew that. I
oh
never
yeah,
knew that they were that
Jazz
they
is
were.
May 8th and Ryan's May 25th the next year. I was girl, 3 months. The doctor was like, lady, what are you doing? I'm like, having sex.
So
So
you know
I
what?
didn't.
Do you think that it was because of the baby that it happened, or do you think that maybe she was that way before and she just was doing what she felt like she had to do before just to get to the marriage part because because he calls her LL, and I know that your libido changes, because
Right.
of certain things in life, like we said, but it's like, did she just totally lose that I want to be with him kind of thing because she had a baby? Like I only had the one, thank God, because one was enough for me. Y'all, I don't know y'all who have more than one. I love y'all. I think y'all great. Cause I'm sorry y'all for y'all who
Somebody
have it.
got to keep it
It
going,
hurt.
right?
I can't do it. I'm a wimp. I'm a wuss. I said it. I put it out there. But anyway,
Right.
you know, I was just like, I don't even remember back that far. My child 37, y'all. So honestly, I don't even remember. But I'm like, you just did it change you that much?
You know what? I think a lot of times, and I've heard two different sides of stuff. I mean, because I talk to a lot of people, and I ask a lot of questions. I would tell a person in a minute when I meet people, I say, I ask a lot of questions. So at any time, if I'm asking too many questions or you feel like they're personal, just tell me, and I won't be offended. So I do ask questions, and I've had where people say, "Girl, you know what? Once we got into the relationship, I was like, okay, I don't have to have all this sex." I'm like, well, that's me because now you're a fraud. I mean, you've tricked this man. I don't. I think that's terrible. I really think that's terrible because now you've met a man that loves to have sex. He thinks you love to have sex, and then you don't really love to have sex. You're just trying to hook the man. That's not cool. Don't do that.
And see, I'm
Secondly,
wondering if that's what happened with her. Like, and she got
yeah,
what she
it could
wanted.
have.
She got the baby. She got the husband. But then when she noticed that, wait a minute, because this man, he tried. This man talked to her.
Mm-hmm.
He said he pled with her. Y'all,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the right word. So
Well,
if so for
but
y'all
wait.
grammatical people, if I said the wrong word, I'm sorry. But he said that he had this conversation with her over and over and over.
No, no, no. He said he asked her for sex over and over. He didn't say they had a conversation. See, a conversation entails, listen, honey, I need sex. Be clear on that. And if we don't have sex, what do you think I'm going to do?
Oh
That's
well.
the conversation that needs to be had, not just, can we do it tonight? Can we do it tonight? Can we, I mean, there's people that say, girl, we have sex like maybe once a month. I'm like, once a month? I mean, like, is your guy on board with this? Because I really wonder if they're on board with it. I mean, if your guy say, yeah, I'm good with once a month, then hey, then that's cool. But if he's looking at you and go, well, okay, then that means them other 30 days, he might be with somebody else. Read
Hey,
the room. And guys, let me tell you this. A lot of women, I ain't gonna say most, because I don't know, but I know some of my friends, like in our 40s, we were, woo, it was sex, 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 sex. I mean, our libido was way high. And in our late 50s and stuff, it goes back up again. So get them pills if that's what you need, player. Because I'm here to tell you, girlfriend, it ain't no
you
joke.
ain't put the man out there like that.
I'm here to tell you, if you got to get them pills, you better get them pills, whatever it takes. But shoot, and I'm over here a widow. I'm over here like I'm pouting. I'm like, Jesus, how you do this to me? Like, you know, but I mean, but on the real, seriously, on the real, have the conversation, man. I'm telling you, it's just so easy to say, this is difficult for me.
Look, Tamika said right. She said that's right. Why it happened?
Right. You got to have that conversation, man, because if you don't have the conversation and now your man is out there cheating and you're like, "Oh, he cheated on me." And then don't just take it at face value. Why do you think he cheated? And I'm not saying it's okay for the man to cheat. Good God Almighty, I can hear people now. I don't care what she do. He shouldn't be cheating. Let's play reality for a minute. The reality is, if the man likes to have sex and you're not having sex with him, reality says he's going to go have sex with someone. That's just reality. I mean, I hate to drop it to you like that. If you want to live in la la land and think, oh, well, not my man. Okay, sis, if you ain't having sex with him and he's not asking you for sex, ask him a few questions. Because I'm almost sure he's having sex with somebody. I mean,
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
I almost I really sometimes when we read these things or we play these videos and I just really want some of this stuff just to be some made up stuff because I
It's
hate that
not.
people are actually going through these things because it's so sad that people's
Mm-hmm.
lives are going like this. Like like this woman had to this man had to do this to get his wife's
Her attention.
attention, but the
Yeah,
sad part is that by the time he got it, he didn't even really want it anymore,
exactly.
and
Exactly.
it's
The
so
fact,
sad.
well, yeah, the fact that she was like, "Who? Thank God he stopped asking me for sex."
Right, she was happy.
Sis, what are you saying? Come on, babe. What are you saying? I mean, that's not cool. This his home and you should be his safe place. He should be able to
Exactly.
come home, chill, relax, hit you on the butt, play with your breast, play with your butt, whatever. This is a safe place. I mean, like really? And it's I'm on Reddit. I'm always on Reddit. I love Reddit. Reddit is my spot. I can go on there and see all the
Look,
stories.
don't I know it? Because I see those things come through my text messages and emails all day long.
I love Reddit. If y'all are not on Reddit, I'm telling you, it's real stuff. People ask real questions. You could ask real questions. There's lawyers, doctors, everybody on there. And so, and as we were talking about this right before we came on, and we were trying to figure out what the heck was HL and LL, I went and it was almost an identical post from somebody else, just like that. So it's not made up stuff. This is real. Well, and
Mm-hmm.
guys know. I mean, people know in real life. They know this crap isn't made up. Because you sit back and you talk to people. Oh, just for on the side note, Reddick is owned by Serena Williams' husband. So just to
Yes.
let y'all know that.
Yeah.
So anyway, but you see all these stories, and it's like this is crazy. And women do, some women say after they have a baby, their libido is low and all of this. And I guess so. I don't know. I've never been there, so I definitely won't downplay that. But you got to find a way to get it back up if you want your husband. You got to find a way, because he can't. I mean, men masturbate, of course, but who wants to do that all the time? I had a girl literally say, "Girl, I'll buy him one of them dolls," and I'm like, "What?" And she said, "Yeah, one of them dolls, and he can do it." Girl, if you even think about that, that's crazy. You would
That is
actually
weird.
buy your husband a doll to have sex with. And I know I say doll different, so it's DOLL, people. If you can't understand my whatever it is, but if you
That's
do,
your
if
Detroit, California, Georgia
girl,
country accent,
Georgia, all
Vegas,
mixed in,
all in
all
one.
mixed in. I say baby doll all day. People are like, what are you saying? Baby doll. But anyway, to even think about buying your husband a doll to have sex with because you don't want to have sex with him, I don't know how long I can stay in a marriage like that. Personally, I don't know. I mean, and that might be sad to say, but it's my reality. That's how I feel. I could not be in a
Yeah.
marriage with. Now, if you can't have sex because you're sick or something's wrong, then that's fine. I get it,
Right.
But if you just saying, "Oh, I'm tired, the baby was crying, and this, that, and the other, and girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hire a nanny. I don't know what to tell you, but you got to have sex with your man, or he gonna be out in them streets. I can promise you.
Yeah. Well, guys, I think we've gotten to the end of this one. And as always, we want to thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your comments.
I'm sorry, y'all can hear my sound. I put on. I have Facebook Live on, so I
Oh,
can
okay,
watch
okay.
us.
So you hear
And
me
that was the.
talking.
God, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Go
that's
ahead.
okay. That's okay. So, as always, Jamie, you get your 30 seconds of time to say your one last thought.
Okay, so my last thought is have sex with your man. And if there's a medical reason why you cannot have sex with your man, at least let him know so that you all can at least work through your marriage. A sexless marriage, a one sided sexless marriage is not going to work on either side. I mean, it's not going to work. So, just in order to save your marriage, at least have the conversation, let him know what you're going through, and y'all work through it and get help if you need to. There's sex therapists out there also. So,
Yeah.
get help if you need it. Seriously.
Yep. And we all know that there's going to be a time when you may not be able to be physical in your relationship. So that
Right.
communication is very important. And
Oh,
that's
yeah.
when you build a different type of intimacy with one another where you can have intimacy in different ways. So and
Exactly.
in this particular situation, it seems like that never even happened with them. And
No,
he just decided he was going to do something else. And I pray that, you know, they work out and get to a better place where they're both happy and it's not just I'm staying because I have a child because it's not fair to either one of them. And the only thing he said was that he's a better dad. He never said he's a better husband.
her
He just
husband.
said he's a
Right.
better dad.
Yeah.
So don't shortchange yourself, either of you, the husband
Right.
or the wife, in that particular situation. So that's my 3 cents and my 30 seconds. And again, we thank you all and we appreciate you. And we ask that you like, share, and invite everyone to join us. We are here every Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we want you to join us.
Why?
Why?
Because we
Because we
said
said
so.
so. Deuces.